Last episode we finished the main game, but now it's time to go into the very last DLC, the Trespasser DLC. We should hopefully tie up some loose ends and make us aware of everything to go into Dragon Age 4. Let's do it, baby. Off camera I sorted out, because we lost Solus, because he went rogue, he's went off on a mission of his own. I've kitted out Vivienne with her skills and I've give her armor and a weapon. So that's the new party. New party will be Varric, Dorian and Vivienne. Right then, attend the Exalted Council. Warning, beginning this will lock off all other areas and jump to 944 Dragon 2 years after the death of Corypheus. There's no going back. Send me there, baby.
So, Liliana, should I bow whenever you come into the room now?
The ceremony is not for a while.
It will be held at the
It will
Winter
be
Palace
strange to see you
outside
and
of
think, there walks divine Victoria.
Halam Sharal.
Then let us enjoy these moments.
Halam Sharal. Josephine is a banger. I'm looking forward to how this is going to play out. 2 years after what we've just witnessed. What we've just taken part in. Ah, atop my grand steed.
Another parade, another bloody negotiation.
Smiles, everyone. We must be careful how we present ourselves.
Why did Divine Victoria call the Exalted Council? She's kept Orlais from bothering us for the last 2 years.
At increasing political cost, yes. She has done all she can, but the Exalted Council has become necessary. Orlais would control us, and based on their many marriage proposals, they have specific plans for you.
Going to marry you off.
Our real concern is Ferelden. They would see us disbanded entirely.
Really, Ferelden would?
Inquisitor, it has been too long. I hope the years have been kind to you.
How have you been, Mother Giselle?
I spent last summer in Emprise de Lyon, distributing food sent from the Exalted Plains. The Dales are finally recovering.
It's good to hear.
Corypheus left a great deal of damage for us to repair. I appreciate your efforts.
And I yours, your worship. I should mention that your forces at Suladin Keep were of great help. Please give my compliments to Baron Deschedin. Divine Victoria asked me to greet you on her behalf. She is currently attending to the Ferelden ambassador's concerns.
You mean Liliana?
You can probably just call her Liliana in private conversation.
You can, Inquisitor. I prefer to use her divine name. Our last divine once joked about why I insisted upon calling her Justinia. She called it my way of reassuring her that I had not completely forgotten who was in charge.
How's she done so far?
How do you think Divine Victoria has done these last 2 years?
It is hardly for me to say, Inquisitor.
With respect, that's never stopped you before, Mother Giselle.
Truth.
Victoria is proving to be a woman that few dare to disagree with. She has already won concessions for the Inquisition. You are fortunate to have her support.
Well, she is doing well.
I'll speak to Divine Victoria.
I believe she would appreciate that, Your Worship. The Divine sees the good that you can do and have done. Duke Cyril will wish to greet you on behalf of Olay. I believe he is currently speaking with the Tevinter ambassador. Many of your friends have returned as well. I hope you have a chance to speak with them before the Exalted Council begins.
Who?
Who has returned for the Exalted Council?
Your dwarven friend, Master Thedas, for one. I understand he spent much of the last few years in Kirkwall. I believe Sir Blackwall has returned as well, although he now uses the name Tom Ranier.
Oh.
And of course, there is the Tevinter ambassador. Enjoy time with them while you can, Your Worship. I doubt you will have the chance once the Exalted Council is underway.
Thank you, Mother Giselle.
Your Worship, a final question, if I may. This Exalted Council, Ferelden would have the Inquisition disband. Olay sees its power as another feather in a chevalier's helmet. What do you wish to do with the Inquisition?
There's absolutely no reason to disband it whatsoever. It's a power for good. We're not going anywhere.
The Inquisition still has work to do. We can't let someone's fear push us into disbanding.
Then I wish you luck in the negotiations to come. Maker watch over you, Inquisitor. I will not keep you any longer.
I can just tell that we're going to live long enough to become the bad guys here. And I welcome it. So only 3 of my companions have made it here. So I guess kitting out Vivian might have been a pointless venture. Right. Varric. Josephine. Oh no, everybody is actually here. I don't actually know if I'm too bothered about catching up with people. I mean, I do kind of want to. Oi oi, Savaloy. How's it going, mate?
The Prince of Starkhaven wrote to you again.
Of course he did. Just put that one in the pile with letters from the Merchants Guild.
And the captain of the city guard had a very colorful message for me to deliver to you as well.
Inquisitor! Andraste's ass, am I ever glad to see you.
Good to see you too.
And the Inquisitor comes to the rescue once again.
Is that what you call it?
This is Bran Caven. Until recently, he was the Viscount
Provisional Viscount.
of Kirkwall.
What happened?
And what are you doing now?
I have resumed my post as Seneschal now that Master Thedas has been elected Viscount.
You're the Viscount of Kirkwall now.
Well, it seems the two of you have a great deal to discuss. Why don't I just leave you to it?
So, it turns out you fund enough reconstruction efforts in a city-state, the nobles give you the worst job they can think of.
You'll be a great Viscount.
That's fantastic. You'll make an excellent Viscount.
I think the nobility figured, after Dumar and Perrin, what's the worst that could happen if we put the dwarf in charge? They voted me in because I got the harbor and businesses up and running again. They want shit fixed, and I can do that. Anyway, I was hoping I'd catch you before the summit got underway. I got you a sort of present. It's official recognition of your title and holdings in Kirkwall. Congratulations. You're a compt now.
You can't actually do that without...
Too late. Already did it. You should stop by Hightown sometime to see your estate. It's pretty nice. For Kirkwall, anyway.
Proper disposition of empty estates is supposed to...
You were leaving us to talk, remember?
I like the way Varric does things. It's the same way I do things. Oh, I'm not supposed to do that. Too late. It's already done.
What brought all this on? I'm pretty sure it's not give your friends lavish titles day.
Oh, what What kind of Viscount would I be if I didn't abuse my position to give shit to my friends? I've got traditions to uphold. Oh, that reminds me. It's the key to the city.
You can't give that away without approval from the council and a special ceremony.
It's just symbolic anyway.
It controls one of the giant chain nets in the harbor.
Really? That is so much better than I thought.
Thank you, Varric. Can I try it out?
This operates those giant chains. Can I try it?
No.
I don't know how this council thing is going to end for the Inquisition. But whatever gets decided, you've got a place lined up in Kirkwall if you want it. Also, control of the harbor, I guess. Anyway, you should meet with the diplomats. And we'll get in a game of Wicked Grace before I go back, though, right?
I wouldn't miss it.
Don't bet any public buildings this time.
Varric is a legend. Okay, then these conversations are actually hilarious. Let's meet up with... Everyone seems to be here. Go and see Josephine. Back up the stairs. Oh, look where we are. We're at the place at Celine's. We're at Celine's house.
It's been quite a day so far, has it not? I've been speaking with representatives from everywhere.
Have they given you trouble?
Not at all. It is quite alarming. It means they are all saving themselves up for later. Would you walk with me? I should like to take some air before the Exalted Council becomes inescapable.
Let's walk.
The palace has been most accommodating. We are, after all, here at their insistence. But the ministers may... No. No more talk of the council. This meeting was to spend time with you in a more relaxed fashion.
You scheduled a friendly chat.
Is this in your daily notes? 3 to 4 o'clock, idle chat with the Inquisitor.
Of course not. Not precisely. The truth is, there is a small entertainment happening tonight, to which I may be able to find a pair of invitations.
You'd like me to go with you?
Very much so. In all the years you worked with Orlais, you had so little time to enjoy its culture.
I would like to go.
Perhaps you're right. These meetings and talks don't allow for much leisure time.
And then back to Skyhold without a moment's pause to take in where we are. With all that's been happening, I promised myself a single evening out. I'd very much like to go with a friend.
A friend? Bro, I'm a lover. I'd love to go with you.
Thank you for thinking of me. I'd be delighted to attend.
Splendid. I will arrange things at once. The past years have been so busy. We have earned at least a few moments of rest.
A calm night out sounds...
Maybe we're friends with benefits.
Bravo! Bravo!
What is that look on my face?
Was the woman in gold playing a king? Who was the man in feathers?
Oh, it's all very simple. The first actor's mask is determined by... well, I will lend you the program guide. But tell me, did you enjoy the performance?
It was astonishing.
That was one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
Truly.
That part with the glittery... And they actually set fire to... Yes, I truly enjoyed it.
Then I call tonight a great success. Oh, look! The encore signal!
Oh joy. I was kind of hoping to clap some cheeks, but never mind. Who's in here? Blackwall. Tom Rayner.
Fashionably late. I thought you weren't gonna show.
I gave you my word we would talk, and I never break my word.
Easy there. I was just teasing. So tell me everything that happened while I was away. And after the betrayal and what I put those men through, my sorries were worth about as much as shit.
Are you glad you at least tried to apologize?
It's hard to say. I go back and forth most days. They needed to know that there's a way to come back from anything. And I wanted to help them if I could. I thought going up there on the gallows was difficult. This was worse. 100 times worse. Anyway, it's nice to be back. Though I'm not sure what to think of this council. No
Damn,
matter
I don't even know what's going on.
you know you can always count on my sword arm and my friendship.
Let me try.
Your aim is atrocious. I'm embarrassed for you.
Think you can do better?
Watch this. I can hit the bullseye with a two-handed greatsword. You can't even hit it with a butter knife.
Inquisitor, I see you have time for afternoon refreshments.
Glimmering, glittering, perfect cut, mask a maze of gemstones. She will think it pretty.
Excuse me, I might,
You're useful to have around, Cole.
He wants stones the color of his eyes. Happy, bright, beaming, being seen, not seeing. And I needed the table.
For breadcrumbs?
Birds like breadcrumbs.
Inquisitor, how good to see you here. I came to sit and pen another song.
Sweet songs, poignant pain plants joy that grows later. She can't see me. I help her help people.
I gathered.
You're smart and kind. You're worthy of true love.
Hello, Halam Shiral! The fire of Zither must be fueled by wine, ideally shared with adoring fans.
But not with him. You need somebody nice.
I like this guy.
Better. He'll be gentle. So will you.
You're with the Chargers, are you not? I've seen you in the Skyhold Tavern where I sing.
Oh, yes. I love your songs. Sometimes I'd sit up on the chair to take a better look at your songs. The Chargers have their own song, if you'd like to hear it.
Good.
You do realise that that's a girl. She'll accept her, won't she?
You're sure they'll both be all right when Krem tells her?
Strong arms, a sweet voice. Father wanted me to be happy.
Which one of them is that?
Both.
Fair enough then. As long as she knows. I wonder how that would have changed if we had made him more human. I don't know if it makes much of a difference. Oi, oi, Sarah.
Inquisitor Herald. Glad to be back, though. Whatever it is this lot have shoved up their sleeves. Just right up in there.
That's it. It's been some time.
Well, we don't know what's what, so what's there to go on about? It's Inquisition business, innit? That's all we are. Maybe sort out how they want to mess with us. Then there'll be something to talk about.
I'm surprised she never got a cutscene. Everybody else we've spoken to has got their own cutscene. She had nothing. Iron Bulls work in the bar.
Your worship, I'm glad you're here. Listen, I need you to keep the chief distracted while we sneak this dragon skull through the room behind him.
This should be good.
I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes.
It's for his birthday.
I'll see what I can do, Krem.
All right, here he comes. Just keep him talking. He loves talking.
Hey, boss. Good to see you.
Being a warrior is great. Being a warrior is great.
You know what, Bull? I really like hitting things.
I know, right? We have the best job.
Success. I haven't seen a rift in ages.
It's good to see that the Veil has largely healed, now that most of the major rifts are closed. You might think otherwise, but the Veil isn't technically a physical barrier. It's more like a magical vibration that repels the Fade.
Go on, chop chop.
It's fascinating to see the remnants of Syrian culture here. Most of it was deliberately erased during the Orlesian unification, under the reign of Mafarath's son, Isarath.
Look, if they just walk straight through the board. What the hell?
Do you think news of the Exalted Council could affect the lyrium shipments from Orzammar?
Maybe.
Did you know that Ferelden has its own names for lords? The country is divided into Ternirs governed by Terns. Inside those are cities and Arlings ruled by Arls. And then there's the Banorn. It's a large area of countryside ruled by multiple bands.
Good to know.
This guy actually... he's going to be thinking, what's wrong with me?
Oh, you guys. You got me.
I got you real good.
Hey, boss.
Oh, so that was it. Who else do we need to speak to? Iron Bull, Cole. Cassandra's over there. We've spoken to Josephine. Blackwall. Colin, Vivienne. Right, we'll see if we can get to Cassandra. Charter, who's that? Free XP in it. Oh, look at this. Codexes. Expensive dog treat.
Oh.
Is everything all right?
Yes. Well, I wanted to speak with you, and now you're here.
What's wrong?
This seems serious.
It's not about me. It's about you. Maybe you should sit.
I can stand.
Maybe I should sit.
I wonder what's happened with the Seekers. I wonder if something's went wrong.
Inquisitor, I want you to know that I am your friend. I will always be your friend.
Oh, well, that's...
So I hope to give you sound advice on this momentous day. Do what is in your heart, my friend, no matter what anyone might tell you.
I appreciate that.
That's a lovely sentiment, Cassandra.
Marriage is much more than a lovely sentiment, Inquisitor.
Marriage?
Marriage?
Josephine is a wonderful woman. If you're clear on your path to... You're not proposing to anyone.
Whoa, what's
I
happening?
am going to kill Varric. Why do I believe everything he says? Why?
Maybe I will get married.
I might get married. I've thought about it.
I suspected as much. Being Inquisitor has brought you good things. Many good things. But only a few have been by your choice. Take what happiness you can from those and do not let them go. That is all I meant to say. Advice from a friend for the days to come.
I think Cassandra's a better partner. No, I don't know. Josephine's really nice. She's probably wifey material. But Cassandra's so loyal, isn't she? Like, they're both excellent. Okay, let's go and see Cullen and Vivienne, and then that's everybody, I imagine.
Good. Maybe.
All is well?
Wonderful.
We need to find a dog to feed these treats to.
I can't believe this.
Oh, there might be a problem here. I thought I was going to be stuck there. Ah, wait there. Can we enter these doors? Remember, this was a door that was locked by those statues. Ah, it's still locked. Oh, we've got a dog. Marabou hound.
You there! You're to dodge, not catch. If that ball were a fireball, you'd be dead.
You found a dog?
They don't breed Mabari in Olay.
A Mabari.
The merchant said he was abandoned. Perhaps his owners tired of the novelty.
But he's such a good boy.
Tire of you? With that positive attitude and fetching ability?
He's not supposed to fetch it.
I don't think you understand how this works.
Another Ferelden trapped at the Winter Palace. I couldn't leave him to that fate. Besides, I think he likes me.
You should show him Ferelden.
You could take him to Ferelden sometime. He should know where he came from.
I did promise my sister a visit. She might try to spoil you. Remember who you report to. The Inquisition will change after this. I'm not yet sure what that will mean. Whatever happens, our people, You, Liliana, Josephine, will have my support in whatever form you require.
I can't imagine the Inquisition without you.
I am honored, and likewise, Inquisitor. You can help. Dodge this, and I'll find overpriced Orlesian dog treats before we go.
I've got some here. Let's feed the dog. Oh, you get free constitution for doing it. I wonder if we can find any more. Right then. Vivienne it is. Silver ring.
Darling, you made it. Excellent. I scheduled this appointment ages ago, and they do appreciate punctuality.
Appointment?
Enchantment.
With the Imperial Garden Spa, of course. You work so hard, my dear. I wanted to treat you.
That sounds like a fantastic idea.
Of course it is, darling. That's the only kind I have.
I'm getting a facial. She'll be getting a facial, not that
What are the
like.
cheese wheels for?
It pains me that you even have to ask. You've clearly been living too long in barely civilized conditions.
Did you hear something?
Relax, darling. It's spa day. How have you been? It seems ages since we've spoken. No doubt this peace conference is boring you to death. I can hardly blame you. So much hot air.
What is she doing with the hired help? Does the council concern you?
How do you think the conference will end? What do you think they'll decide?
It's all foolish posturing. The nations of Thedas know they can only politely ask the Inquisition to be on its way. Don't you feel better, my dear? This place really does work miracles.
What happened?
Darling, it's spa day. Don't fret. You'll undo all the good they've done. Come along, Inquisitor. They have other appointments, you know.
You seen how built she is? She's been hitting the gym.
Inquisitor, did you need something?
Not really.
What is that servant?
Oh, there's a Caprice coin. Still don't know what to do with them. Right, so he's the Duke I need to have a word with. I'm not going to speak to them just yet, I don't think. Oh, there's Liliana. Tegan. Really?
Divine Victoria, am I interrupting?
Of course not, Inquisitor. I was catching up with Redcliffe's Arl. He's here to represent Ferelden at the summit.
Inquisitor, good to meet you.
Yes. Not via us as the Inquisitor, but it's been a long time since Origins since we met him. How's Redcliffe?
How are things in Redcliffe, my lord?
Blessedly quiet. The mayor conveys his greetings. Redcliffe remembers its savior.
A moment, Your Holiness?
I had hoped to steal a moment of the Divine's time.
Very well. We'll continue this later, your perfection.
Many are frightened of the Inquisition's power, but I will do all I can to allay their fears.
How can I help?
Is there anything I can do to make your job easier?
explore the grounds. Let yourself be seen. The delegates need to put a face to the legend. I have much to do, but let me say this. I may no longer be your spy master, but I am always here if you require.
She's awesome, Liliana, isn't she? She's
I'm glad you
perfect for that
finally
position.
arrived, Inquisitor. The Crown's anxious for news.
And your thoughts on Ferelden's position?
The breach is long gone, yet Skyhold's army remains. Ferelden can't continue to ignore soldiers on its borders.
It's necessary.
The Inquisition must have a military arm, Altegan.
In your position, I would want the same. That does not mean it reassures me. A power without allegiance to either Ferelden or Orlais? Even I see neither of our countries can let it rest. I won't keep you longer. We'll have words enough when the Exalted Council begins.
I see where this is going. They want the Inquisition disbanded, don't they? The fear it's a power. Optional, catch up with old friends. But who have we not caught up with? Oh, there's someone there. I know Liliana, Vivienne, Cullen, Varric, Josephine, the Iron Bull, Sarah, Cole, Blackwall. Yeah, we caught up with all of our friends. I don't know why the thing's still there. Unless it forever remains there. Right, let's chat to this guy. Oh, Dorian, there he is.
Orlais is on your side, Lord Parvis. The Inquisition support is not a thing to lose lightly.
Which is why the Orlesian court is circling it with a net and collar? But you'll have to excuse me. I see an old friend I must greet. Inquisitor, how long has it been? Don't actually tell me. I despise feeling old. It's good to see you, my friend.
You're looking dashing. Dashing, my good friend.
You arrived ahead of me. I hope all's well?
It's everything I expected. We've been spared the burden of surprise. Orlais wants the Inquisition tamed, Ferelden wants it gone, the Chantry meddles, and Tevinter sends but one ambassador. That's me, by the way. A reward for my interest in the South. Thankfully, Ambassador Pavis is a token appointment. Call on me as you like.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Inquisitor, Duke Cyril Montfort, member of the Council of Heralds and Lord of Chateau Haine. I have long followed your work. It is extraordinary.
Is that sentiment shared by the rest of the court?
Of course. Orlais wishes only to offer respectful guidance to the Inquisition.
And you disagree with them?
Does your grace feel the Inquisition should continue to rule itself?
I would rather see the Inquisition join us freely than be carved into pieces for the chessboard. I have not forgotten Justinia's death. I had friends who perished at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. More than the good you have done, it is the good we may do together I don't wish to lose. Whatever happens, Inquisitor, I wish you well.
Well, I can respect that. I'd rather do that than disband, but we'll see. So the council's there. Let's quickly go and see Liliana again.
Oh, yes.
Will you walk with me?
I will. I think we should do this with
The
Dorian as
first
well.
time I came to the Winter Palace, I was only 18. I was dazzled. Such rich hangings, splendid marble columns, more golden lions than I could count. It's all still here, still bright, but I no longer see that same palace.
You do sound sad about it.
And that makes you sad?
It is easier on the heart to just see gilding. Now all I see are hands rubbed raw to make gold gleam, tears shed in the night over silk embroidery. Others overlook them and forget their pain, but I am divine and I cannot be blind. They seek to tear the Inquisition down. You feel it, no? Fear.
I do feel it. They should be afraid.
Anyone with their wits should fear us. We command more people than some countries.
It is not our secrets, nor our soldiers. There have always been spy masters and private armies. They are afraid of nothing so much as the hand that directs it all.
Mine.
Already your actions have begun to reshape Thedas. Your influence is felt everywhere. It was only a matter of time before they moved. I'm surprised it took this long. The Inquisition's time is coming to an end.
I can see what's going to happen. They're either going to get me to disband it or turn over the lead hand to Orlais. Is that the Divine's order?
Is that the decree of Her Perfection Divine Victoria? That the Inquisition be dissolved?
As divine, it is my duty to think of Thedas and all our peoples. We set out to restore peace, and now peace is upon us. Some things can only be accomplished in shadow, without the trappings of power and the attention they bring. But whatever you decide, I will be honored to stand beside you.
Never thought of it that way. But I'm sure Liliana can appreciate that by just disbanding it, will it be easy to get these allies together again in times of need? I'm not sure. Right, where did Dorian go? Because he moved. There.
As the most eloquent dwarf you know, Sparkles...
Speech! Speech! Way too much speech.
Varric, there's really no need.
What's going on?
Inquisitor! You're just in time. Sparkles, the Imperium doesn't deserve you, or want you. It may even kill you, but we'll miss you. If it
Sparkles. Not very nice.
And you didn't know. Okay, folks. Time to take the party elsewhere.
What's happening?
Toma never wanted any. I swear.
Leave him.
It's true. When the Exalted Council has ended, I'm going back to Tevinter. For good, this time.
I am gonna miss you.
You know I'll miss you.
Naturally. My father is dead. Assassinated, I believe.
No way.
I received notice this morning. A perversely cheerful letter congratulating me on assuming his seat in the magisterium. We only met a few times while I was home. He didn't say anything about keeping me as his heir. This ambassadorship, his doing, I'm told. He must have wanted me away when the trouble began. I have to go back.
I am sorry about your father.
I know it was complicated, but I'm sorry about your father.
Thank you. It still doesn't feel real.
Just remember, you don't have to do anything that you don't want to do.
You don't have to go back, Dorian. You put it behind you. You still could.
Give up a golden opportunity for martyrdom? Perish the thought. A present. A going-away present. It's a sending crystal. Amazing what friendship with the Inquisition gives you access to. If I get in over my head, or you're overwhelmed with sorrow for lack of my velvety voice... Magic. What? You didn't think I would just leave and you'd never hear from me again, did you? You are my dearest friend. Perhaps my only friend. That will never change, no matter where we are. Now let's finish the good wine before the others get back.
He's such a legend, Dorian, isn't he? He's a proper bro. Now that's it, so we've actually spoke to everyone. Well, I'll tell you what I think we'll do. I think we'll call it an episode here. And we'll go and begin the Exalted Council first thing next episode so we can get it done. We've got all the chatting out of the way and we can get straight into the Trespasser game next episode. Hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one, lads.